In fiction, from Dracula to True Blood to Twilight, when vampires feed, they kill. But in the strange world of so-called real vampires, there's a certain etiquette to drinking blood.
You don't attack strangers and bite them on the neck.
No. Yeah, I find that abhorrent behavior to force a feeding on anybody.
Belfazar, who says he feeds about twice a week, agrees to let us film him feeding. He wants to help lift the veil on what society considers taboo.
I'm going to give you an example of a safe blood feed. Not necessarily the safest, but it is my most comfortable way to feed.
Not necessarily the safest.
No, the safest blood feeds, they actually draw the blood from the vein.
They draw it using a needle, he says. Some will then transfer the blood to a glass and drink it.
But in this case, what are you going to do?
I'm actually going to take it straight from the donor, right here. We use this area because it doesn't scar up. It heals a lot faster.
Bo is the donor. He's done this before.
Does it hurt?
It's not comfortable, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, it's not any worse than getting a piercing or a tattoo.
Belfazar removes his fangs and rinses with mouthwash. He sterilizes the skin, all meant to make things safe. But in reality, as you'll hear later, it's far from safe.
The good thing with the blade I'm using, I don't actually have to cut. I can just poke.
Poke and be done.
Yeah. I use a brand new blade every time. You ready?
Yeah, why not?
See? It doesn't take a whole lot.
It's not easy to watch. But believe it or not, this feeding is basic to what vampires think they need to stay healthy and energized.
It's a rush of energy. There's a bond between the two individuals.
Even though the vampires are taking from someone, there is an energy that we give off that for some people they describe it as calming. Other people describe it as sensually arousing.
It excites me, it arouses me, it makes me feel like everything is just perfect.
Jade reads tarot cards in the French Quarter.
So you're out here in the sun every day?
Yes,
I thought vampires can't take the sun.
the vampires gotta pay the bills.
She says she feeds on sex and on blood. The more, the better.
I can do it once a week and stay balanced. I can do twice a week and stay happy. I can do it on a daily basis and just be real happy. The donor makes the cut in any body part that they choose, and I take it. There is no mind while I'm feeding. I feel better.
What would you tell these folks who are doing this?
Stop. Find a substitute. Drink a Bloody Mary.
Dr. Jeffrey Hopton, an infectious disease expert at Louisiana State's Health Sciences Center, says there's no medical benefit to drinking blood.
They say they feel better after they drink human blood.
Well, the placebo effect can be very powerful. To ingest the blood, biologically speaking, it has no value whatsoever in making any medical difference.
If it doesn't make a difference, can it be harmful? The doctor says yes.
Not only is the person who's ingesting the blood at risk, but the person who is donating the blood, who was cut, is also at risk from infection.
Why?
Because a lot of these infectious agents are present in the mouth, in
saliva.
Any cut in the mouth can be a dangerous opening to blood tainted with HIV or hepatitis or other deadly viruses we can't even test for yet.
Have the two of you been tested?
Yes.
And for what?
I get tested regularly. I've been tested for everything from HIV to hepatitis.
But there are other infections that we
There's
don't know.
a lot of other infections. But I've been doing this since I was 13. So that's 31 years of never being bothered by any of the other infections. So if there's something that bothers a normal, what we call a mundane human, for some reason, they don't bother me.
Jade also thinks she's somehow immune.
How many times do you think you've fed on someone's blood, human blood?
Altogether, a lot.
Hundreds of times?
Probably. thousands by now.
Have you ever gotten sick from it?
No, I'm very picky about my donors. Some people go for medical testing. I find that too expensive. I just use my own perceptions, and I'm never wrong.
It's the kind of magical thinking that Dr. Hopton says could be deadly.
I'm sure that some of these folks will be seeing them in the hospitals with failing livers from chronic hepatitis or liver cancer.
And that is no joke. The danger is real.
The danger is very real.
But reality isn't what the vampire community wants to embrace.
To those who might say, well, if you're sick, maybe you need medication or psychotherapy. Maybe that would help.
Been there, done that, tried it, up one side, down the other.
Convinced they are different, drawn to others with the same beliefs, they say theirs is a physical condition they can't fully explain.
What do you say to those viewers watching this tonight who would say these people are crazy?
I think it's unfair to characterize people who want something different as crazy. They're looking for a way to express themselves that makes sense to them, that empowers them, and the vampire is this larger-than-life, sexy, charismatic figure of mystery and darkness that just makes them feel alive.